Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DanRock Productions Q&A special. So before I begin, thank you guys so much, I just wanted to say this, for everyone submitting their questions, comments, concerns, or anything. Mostly it was questions because it was a Q&A, so I kind of asked questions. But thank you guys all so much for asking your questions and taking the proper steps. Only a couple people didn't use the hashtag on Twitter. Apparently they tried tweeting me a question and then got angry at me when I couldn't find it, and I was like, I'm sorry, you need to use the hashtag. I did get one question though that didn't use the hashtag, which I'll answer when we get to the Twitter section. So the way I'm going to divide this up is I'm going to be doing each section. I'm going to be doing comments first, then emails, then ask.fm, and finally Twitter, because I got questions in each of those. So, this video is going to be kind of long. It's not going to be really edited at all. It's just going to be me answering some questions that I got, and I think that this is going to be fun. I was going to do an FAQ video too, but actually, all of the questions I was going to have in my FAQ were pretty much asked here. So, I'm just going to run through the list real quick, and let's begin. Now for YouTube and Twitter, I'll say your handles or usernames out loud, but I'm not going to reveal people's personal emails or their personal ask.fms. So I'm going to keep those two anonymous, and I'm going to keep YouTube and Twitter not anonymous. So let's begin. Now, my first question, this isn't the first one that was posted, I'm just going down the list on the YouTube newest to oldest thingy. Neon Quill asks, how do I reach over 9,000? Well, you need to get the Dragon Balls. No, not really. That's her real his or her real question is, JK, what is your favorite Sonic game? Mine is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. My favorite Sonic game of all time would probably be Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It's the one I suck at the most, the classic game I suck at the most, but it's my favorite out of the classic games, and it's my favorite Sonic game overall because it's the most solid and there aren't really any sections that I hate. A close follow-up to that would be Generations, but Planet Wisp is in Generations, and I hate that level. Next up, Supersonic 4 asks, why do you like Sonic so much? I just grew up playing it, really. That's sort of a simple question to answer. It's just kind of, I mean, a lot of people that play Mario still play it, and I'm the same way with both Mario and Sonic, so that's why I like Sonic so much. Salachris asks, dick pics? No, that's not for YouTube. That's for Facebook. No, not really. I'm not doing that. Loka Swafi, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, says, when do you think you will quit this job if you do think it's a real job? I think he's asking if I think YouTube is a real job and if I will ever quit. Will I ever quit YouTube? Probably not. I really like YouTube, and do I think this is a real job? For most people, or for some people, yeah. But for me, unfortunately, I'm not getting paid enough from YouTube, so I have to have another job too, just because I'm just not popular on YouTube. Whereas, like, there's people like PewDiePie who are making millions off of YouTube, so, you know. But I do consider this a real job for a lot of people, like Some Call Me Johnny and Smosh and people like that. They deserve it because they have good content, and I just kind of put shit on the internet. Assassin Heatbeat says, when do I get paid? Get paid for what? You're not doing anything. Get your ass moving. Don't make me get the whip, Heatbeat. Don't make me get the whip, and then I'll pay your ass. Daniel B. Gaming says, what is your editing process on the Everything Wrong With series? How do you make them? Alright, this is going to be a long-ass answer. Okay, the first thing I do is I watch a video of the cutscenes, and it doesn't matter what resolution it is, because that's just the video I watch, or I play through the game and sort of pay attention to the cutscenes. Then I write a script as I'm doing it. I normally have either my MacBook or a notebook or just my computer on next to it, and I just write a script, just jot ideas down, put time codes, and then basically I get a script of what I'm going to say. Then what I have to do is record the lines, obviously, so I either boot up Audacity or Mixcraft 7, and I record the lines, and one by one I just record it and export it to its own folder until I have around 40 or 50 different audio files. I title them all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. because I want to make sure that they're going in the right order. Then what I do is I boot up a new Adobe Premiere file, or in the case of my newest one, which is I think Free Riders, I booted up a Final Cut file, and what I did was I just basically take a video of the cutscenes, a high quality one this time, not just one from YouTube or anything. If I can't find a high quality one, I record it myself, and I shrink it down, put it in the middle. I put a time code in the top left, and that's super easy to do in Premiere, and in Final Cut it's even easier. You just need to drag it on. Then after that, I have to go through, which is my least favorite process, writing out all of the sins by letter, like you literally typing all of the sins so they appear under the videos. It's awful. Oh my god, that's my least favorite part. If I can just have it, make it so that way I can put a ding, which is the next step, and then increase the number, that would be okay. But oh my god, Jeremy, the format kills me, man. But then it's not really my videos. I just parodize them. If I started the everything wrong with videos, I just spat directly into my mic, then they would be entirely different because I'm a lazy bastard. But yeah, that's basically my process on the everything wrong with videos. ZastroXD, I'm sorry guy, I don't know how to pronounce your name, says, I have seen you do 2 collaborations with the narrator guy, I think he's talking about Lysander, and 1 with Cherai. Do I plan to do more? Yeah, if the opportunity presents itself, sure. They're both really cool guys, they're both super friendly. Yeah, we could do more. I'd be fine with that. What's 9 plus 10, asks Arthur Mishi? I think Mishi. Insert Vine here. 9 plus 10 is 21. I think that's how it goes. I'm not trying to sound... I don't know. I don't really watch Vines too often. Only like the big collections of them, because Vines can be pretty friggin' funny if they're in a big collection. But I do have a Vine, I just don't use it because I'm not funny for 7 seconds. I'm funny for 0 seconds, so why would I want to be funny for 7? That's just worse. Devlin Barth asks, what game is in your opinion the worst? What game in your opinion is the worst? Jesus Christ, I cannot talk on YouTube. I don't know, actually. I'm not really qualified to answer that because I've played a lot of shitty games, but okay, I'll give you an answer. The one game that is so bad, and it's laughably bad, but it's still broken as hell to the point where it even being laughably bad isn't really fun anymore. Ride to Hell Retribution on the PlayStation 3. That game was special to the point where it was funny at first, all the glitches and going through the ground and having everything disappear 5 seconds into the level, but it just got annoying after a while to the point where the game just got tedious and the glitches just got annoying. So when you can screw up breaking a game to the point where that's not even funny anymore, then you win the worst game ever award. Tangy Eminem, what? Ermine? I'm sorry, man, I'm butchering your name. ERMIN3. MINE3. Okay, Tangy asks, can you do Unleashed on your Let's Play channel? Yeah, I'll do an Unleashed Let's Play eventually. I need more suggestions for Let's Plays of games that I actually own, but... yeah, I can do Unleashed. I have it on the PS3, so I might invest in the Xbox 360 version before I do the Let's Play, just because the loading times are a little bit shorter, and oh my goodness, the graphics, or not the graphics, the frame rate rather. Oh, it's bad on the PS3. It's really bad. Sonic the I mean Putis writes, here's one. Why haven't you butt-fucked a Slicer yet? It's been a year since Sonic 2 Race, and you still haven't had butt sex with the Slicer. And where's my strange sandwich with evil ham? I don't know. Just both questions, I don't know. Star Crew Creations asks, well, first he says, congratulations, man, I'm very happy for you. Thanks, thank you so much. And he says for his questions, 1, do you plan to send other videos aside from Sonic? 2, what do you plan to do if you get 10,000 subscribers? And 3, what are your opinions on the new Sonic Boom show? So number 1, do I plan to send anything else but Sonic? Eventually. I don't do too many Sin videos that often anymore just because they're super time consuming and I'm very busy nowadays. But if I were to send other videos, or video games rather, I'm not sure what I would do. I don't think I could do Mario games like people have suggested in the past because there's really no dialogue. I want to do Ace Attorney, but I don't want to do Ace Attorney at the same time because those are 14-hour games. So that would and they're literally just visual novels, so I think that wouldn't really give me too much. But so I do plan to send other things, but besides Sonic, I just don't have any ideas. Number 2, what do I plan to do if I get 10,000 subscribers? I'll figure something out. I'm thinking 24-hour live stream or something along the lines of that, or just a really long live stream, or maybe a giveaway or something like that. Something really big. I don't think I'll ever get 10,000 subscribers, but if I ever did, that would be super cool. So yeah, I think that would probably be, that should suffice if I ever have anything big like that. 3, what are your opinions on the new Sonic Boom show? It's alright. I grew up watching Sonic Underground, and then I watched Sonic X when I was a little bit older, and I didn't really like it. And then recently I watched the Japanese Sonic X, and it's much better. but it's still not the greatest anime ever. It's really not that great. In terms of Sonic Boom, it's the best Sonic show. Oh my god, but I mean, have you seen the competition though? Sonic X, The Adventures of Sonic Sat AM, and like Sonic Sat AM wasn't bad. I liked Sonic Sat AM, but it was nothing like the games, and that's kind of where it gets off a little bit. Like, yeah, you got Robotnik in there, you got Sonic and Tails in there, but then you just got a bunch of new characters that you just don't know anything about. And I think that it's a really good show on its own. I just don't think that it fits into the Sonic canon very well, especially because it happens after Eggman kind of takes over and the world is his and the robot apocalypse and all this. In terms of the new Sonic Boom show, though, I like it. It's different and it's good. I don't really like the character models still. I'm not too fond of Knuckles. But if I get over that, the writing's clever. I've actually chuckled a few times at a couple of the jokes out loud. So, I mean, yeah, I honestly, I liked the new Sonic Boom show. It's okay. It's pretty good. Ghetto TSB asks, are you going to do a Sins video on Sonic and the Black Knight or Sonic Unleashed? I've been sort of holding off on doing Sonic Sin videos that other people have done, mostly because I don't want to feel like I'm ripping them off. I know that Cherai and Lysander posted their Everything Wrong with Sonic colors really close to each other, and they both sort of took off views from each other, and I don't want to be that guy that steals views, or that guy that loses views, or pisses anyone off. So I don't really, in the future, I definitely plan on doing an Everything Wrong with Unleashed, but not at the moment, not in the near future. It'd be a couple years from now, or maybe a year from now at the least. But I'm gonna wait a little while. But yeah, I think I might do Black Knight and Unleashed. Super Unknown Person says, my question is, what's good advice for making my own CinemaSins parody? You, Cherai, and Lysander have inspired me. Well, first off, I want to say thank you for saying that we've inspired you, and I am very happy, and I'm glad we inspired you. It's making me smile. Advice for making a good Sins video, stay on top of it. Don't let it, like, drift away. Don't, like, work on it for a day and then put it away for a week and then work on it again later, because you're going to lose faith in it and you're going to not want to work on it after a while. Now, with me, the first Sins video I ever did was Sonic 06, Sonic Story, and I thoroughly enjoyed working on that until the end, and I started to get tired of it. So just stay on top of it. If you want to make Sins videos, stay on top of it. And don't let it sort of drift away from you, and you have to go and catch up to it. Also, don't ever say that you're going to release it on a specific release date. I said that I was going to release Everything Wrong with Shadow 06 in 1 month, and 6 months later it was finally released. So those are my two advices there. Don't have a scheduled release date for them, and don't just stay on top of it, basically. But thanks again for saying that we inspired you, because we sound so, we're cool guys. Lysander and Cherai, we're cool. We inspire people. Hedgefox has a couple questions. One, from a scale of 1 to 10, how annoying is Jotex? 2, your reaction to Sega finally learning their lesson in delaying Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. And 3, have you ever thought of making Jotex in a nutshell? Number 1, from a scale of 1 to 10, how annoying is Jotex? 12.8. 2, your reaction to Sega finally learning their lesson in delaying Sonic Boom. Thank goodness, because it's looking like it can actually be a good game. I just hope that it doesn't suck and that it doesn't taint Sonic's 25th anniversary by being bad. I don't think it will be, though. If Sega's really paying attention to the company that's developing the new Sonic Boom, then I think that they're going to do alright. From what I've seen, it seems to be harkening back a little bit more to the older days and not to, like, friggin' Shattered Crystal or Rise of Lyric. And 3, have you ever thought of making Jotex in a nutshell? Yes, I plan on making a Jotex video around Sage, because I'm about 99% positive that Jotex is going to submit his game into Sage, so I'm going to make a quick Rifts video on him around then, because, oh dear, that kid's a character. Hypersonic 300 says, when are you going to shit on Nathan's face? You said it and never did it. God damn it. Nathan isn't holding still. I need to shit on his face soon, but I just haven't. Fabricad Garcia asks, do you really hate Silver the Hedgehog according to your final part of Sonic 06? I don't hate Silver. He's just sort of the punching bag of the Sonic characters. Like, everyone sort of despises him, or at the very least uses him as a punching bag for jokes. I don't really have any issue with him, though. He's a harmless character. He's not the one that had to kiss Sonic at the end of Sonic 06, so I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, that was all the YouTube comments, so thank you to everyone who commented. It is now time to look at the emails. The first email I got asked, when did you join YouTube? I joined YouTube originally in 2006. I joined, I think it was April or May of 2006. I don't remember the exact month. And I stayed there. My channel was hooked up and running until around December 2007, and I was an idiot and tried to post some really extremely copyrighted content, and that channel got taken off immediately. So then I created a second channel in May 28th, I think, 2008, called Roadrunner 8855, because I liked the Looney Tunes cartoons at the time. I still do, they're funny. And my favorite character was the Roadrunner, because he would always outsmart the Coyote by just being fast, and I liked fast, hence why I liked Sonic too. And that channel had about 13 subscribers for a couple years, and then I posted a couple more videos, changed the channel's name to DanRock Productions, and boom, it sort of blew up. And so that's sort of my story of YouTube. That you didn't really ask. You asked when I joined YouTube, so you can just look on my channel. I think it was like May 28th or something like that, 2008, for this current channel, which the other one I don't count because I had 0 subscribers. Or I had 1, actually. It was one of my friends, and that's it. Thoughts on Nicole Arbors, the second email I got. It's literally, that's it. There's nothing in the subject line or anything. The email itself just says thoughts on Nicole Arbor without even a question mark. So either he was going to list his thoughts on Nicole Arbor, or I have to. I think that she's a psychopath. I'll just be blunt with it. I think that she's crazy. I think that her fan base, well, I think that they're sort of like suckered into believing that she's really not trying to be offensive there. She made a video dedicated to basically beating up, not physically, just verbally beating on fat people and people who like to pose for Instagram. It's like, you're basically making fun of harmless people in order to get views. You're being such an asshole. That's really the only way I can describe her. She was being an asshole. I think that she kind of gets, she kind of deserves what she got now. A lot of people turning on her and hating her because of her making all sorts of videos telling people why it's wrong that they're fat and why it's wrong that they're posting pictures of themselves on Instagram. So, if any of Nicole Arbor's fans are following me, maybe you guys can explain something to me and tell me something. Maybe I don't get something, but to me it just seems like she was doing it for the views, and that's not always a good thing. I mean, I could post a picture of my schlong on Google Images for the views, but I'm probably going to get arrested for it, It's like, it's the same thing there. So there's my thoughts on Nicole Arbor. And final email is, do you like bacon? Hi, my name's Jeff, and I love bacon. I love crisping it in the morning and eating it in the afternoon. I was wondering if you did not like bacon. Did not? Do I like? Yeah, I like bacon. There you go, Jeff. Alright, moving on to Ask.fm. This is, I think, the second to last least... Oh, yeah, this is the second to last category of questions. I think this is almost the least amount. So... The first Ask.fm I was asked was number 1 favorite AA game, number 1 least favorite AA game. I'm assuming you mean Ace Attorney and not batteries. My number 1 favorite Ace Attorney game... Actually, I'll answer that last. My number 1 least favorite Ace Attorney game, say it with me, Apollo Justice, because it screwed everything up. Go ahead, I'm waiting for the Apollo fans to come burn me to death. I hate that game. I thought the ending was bullshit. I thought that pretty much deleting Maya from everything was bullshit. I thought that taking everyone's favorite friggin' character, Phoenix, right, the main character, and basically making him the insult of the series by making him homeless, wearing a hoodie, and raising a daughter, and making him like this friggin' ghetto Phoenix Wright, and he was the main character. They took away all of his personality between Apollo Justice and Dual Destiny. Actually, between Trials and Tribulations and Apollo Justice, somewhere between that, he lost 100% of his personality. And I hate that. Phoenix was always sort of this goofball that didn't really know exactly what he was doing in court, but could sort of bluff it. Whereas, like, in Apollo Justice and Dual Destiny, he's like, oh yes, I am your inspiration, because I was once a great, not prosecutor, he was an attorney. I was once a great attorney too. Speaking of prosecutor, where the hell was Edgeworth in Apollo Justice? I mean, he's mentioned, like, once, and then, Jesus, okay, no, I don't like Apollo. That's my least favorite Ace Attorney game, is Apollo Justice. My favorite Ace Attorney game is a tie between the first 3. I think that the original trilogy are all perfect games. I guess I have to say that, actually, I can't even say that. I was going to say that I didn't like 2 as much because of Turnabout Big Top, but I like Turnabout Big Top. Yeah, all three of the original Ace Attorney games are tied. So there we go. My favorite Ace Attorney games are any of the first three. I'll play any of them at any time, and my least favorite Ace Attorney game is Apollo. And between those two, it's basically where Apollo's like hell, and the original three Ace Attorney games are like heaven. I guess Dual Destinies is like purgatory. You don't want to go there, but if you go there, you might as well play a mediocre 3DS game. My next question, actually this guy has a username, I hope I don't mind if I reveal your username. Double Dragon 101 asks, current thoughts on Roller Coaster Tycoon 4? Honestly, I think it looks a lot better. I still think that they made a huge mistake revealing the trailer like that when it was clearly in pre-alpha and it looked like shit, because all of their fans went completely nuts, and I'm pretty sure they don't have the fan base they once did. You know what, honestly, I think that they were going to release the game exactly like that, and that's why it kept getting delayed. But I'm glad that they put out the trailer, because they would have been screwed if they released the game like that, because it looked like shit. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 looked better, and that was released 11 years ago. So nowadays, I just watched the PAX, was it the PAX, or it might have been the TGS demo of, I don't think it was the TGS demo, it must have been PAX, a demo of Roller Coaster Tycoon 4, or Roller Coaster Tycoon World, rather. And honestly, I think it looks a lot better. It's being developed by fans now as opposed to just a faceless Atari shit. That's the one thing I have to say to you big corporations. If any of you are listening, if you guys want to see your fans happy, then hire fans to make the games. Just make sure that they're talented fans that know what they're doing and not like fan fiction fans. Like if they were to hire fans of the original 3 Ace Attorney games to write Ace Attorney 4, it wouldn't have been as shit there. But basically that's what they did for Roller Coaster Tycoon World, which I think that this question's catering more towards that than 4. Roller Coaster Tycoon 4 is bullshit too. That game, oh my god. Pay to win, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's free now, but it's still bullshit. But yeah, Roller Coaster Tycoon World, I'm gonna buy it anyways. But here's something that I didn't expect. Frontier, the original developers of those games, and Thrillville, which Thrillville Off the Rails is my favorite video game ever, they are making their own Roller Coaster Tycoon-esque game called Planet Coaster, I believe, and oh my god, it looks fantastic, so I'm definitely picking that up day one. I think I already pre-ordered it, so thank you for asking the question, Double Dragon 101. Moving on to Twitter, Assassin Heatby asks me another question. Are you hyped for the Ace Attorney anime? Oh my god, yes! 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 Okay, so that answers that. I just literally kicked my legs up in the air like a friggin' 2-year-old. And finally, the very last question goes to the Adventure Bros. What is your favorite music track you've produced so far? That's a tough one. My favorite original track would probably be Retro Crush Factory. I don't know why. That's just the first one that popped into my mind. My favorite remix... Oof. You know, I honestly can't answer that. I love all of my remixes equally. I have no idea. Yeah, no. Actually, you know what? Take away Retro Crush Factory, because that's actually not my favorite original I've ever made, but I can't tell you guys about my favorite original ever made, because it's for Sonic Legends. Oh, shit. So I unfortunately have to be quiet about that. Okay, so that's it. So I think that's all my questions. If I missed anyone, I'm so sorry. But thank you guys. Thank you so much to everyone that asked any questions. You guys are awesome, and I think that you guys are all the most amazing subscribers I could have asked for. I love you all equally, all individually, all equally. You guys are just amazing, and I just want to hug you all, and thank you guys so much for all the subscribers and all the questions and all the comments and all of the congratulations and everything like that. I love you guys, and I just want you guys to know that. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out and take care.